Have you ever wondered something? After writing all these lines of code, when we run it, what happens after that? What makes it so that a high level language is also able to be understood by a computer after you press the run button on your IDE? So, in today's video, we will be exploring how is code executed. So, let's get started. So, as we all know, and it's a GK, now a computer can only run hardware code that is binary. So, it can't just magically understand your code. So, there has to be something behind it. Something like a translator that translates your language to machine code. Alright, let's start with a low level program like assembly. Now, assembly is called low level for a reason, right? It's due to its simplicity to convert to binary code. So, how does it handle the translation process? Let's see. In this flowchart, we can see that the .asm file of ours is taken as input by something known as our assembler. This assembler takes the machine code and basically uses the mnemonics of assembly and converts it to binary code, which is easily understandable by the machines. But this feature also makes it a pain to use because of its long code form, and hence we don't use assembly. Or do we? So let's see how C handles this task. As it is much more high level than assembly, so coding languages like C have 4 stages till they reach the final machine executable binary, that is pre-processing, compiling, assembling and linking. So now after you press the run button on some C code, the first thing that will happen is pre-processing. Don't worry, this is a pretty straightforward process. It first scans your code for errors like typos, etc. Then it processes the preprocessor arguments like #define and some more preprocessor arguments. They are just the arguments inside a hashtag. Next thing that automatically happens after pre-processing is compiling. Now here's the interesting bit. C at the end gets converted to assembly as well. Who does the task, you ask? That is in fact done by a compiler. That is its only job here, to convert C code to assembly. From here, the assembly's assembler takes over and converts the code to binary. Game over, right? Wrong. We still have compiled our way till now with our libraries existing in separate files, as most of us tend to segregate code. So in this step, that is linking, these files are combined together and one code file is formed. Now the code is ready to be executed and read by the computer to glory. And that's how C and other compiled programming languages run code. Video over, right? Wrong. There's more to it. We have another famous translator known as the interpreter. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah. It's the same interpreter that Python uses and is very popular nowadays. Its way of working is quite straightforward. It uses the compiler and compiles the code line by line using the way we discussed previously in this video. And that about sums it all up about all the most famous ways our code gets executed. If you loved this journey, then why not share it with others by sharing this video? And how about letting us know about any other ways like Java, for example, execute code by commenting in the comment section. And subscribe to our channel because we have a lot of videos planned which is definitely won't wanna miss. So now I'll see you in the next video. Bye.